Hey guys, welcome back to the video. Welcome back to another KFC. The first one of the 26-27 season, and I'ma just say this, right? Firstly, good to be back. Great to be back. We got for a while, but back, I posted video on being real saying that the video is gonna be out yesterday. Shut up, okay? So let's talk about the game. Let's talk about the game. First goal, Ilanga outpaced the hell out of Kirkis. I mean, Kirkis was running backwards the way Ilanga was pacing him, Brody. Like, he had him gapped. Ilanga, great run, good goal, placement. Anderson could have done a bit better in that situation, in my opinion, but again, good goal nonetheless. Goal number 2 came from our side. Gakpo, El Dictator Gakpo.
Good strike, yes! Yes for Liverpool! Yes for Cody Gakpo!
The Gakpo from the Gakpo that we called a fraud scored a phenomenal strike from outside the box into the bottom corner to equalize. But soon after that, flipping Willick just took the lead again and made it 2-1 to Newcastle. At that point, I thought that we lost the game, but I still had hope. Victor freaking Munoz, right? Victor Munoz have my babies. Literally, I will literally build a statue. I will have your face printed on my wall, because this guy first got on the pitch electric. You could feel that there was a difference from when Ingmar was playing. Ingmar was a bit more slow. He was a bit more iffy. Some of his decisions weren't as good. But with the Munoz, even though Hall was doing a good job holding him, he was still, you could feel this, he was creating more chances. You could feel that something was gonna happen involving him, and it did. He got a penalty. Sherwood stood up, took it, banged it into that top bins.
He responds incredibly well!
And celebrated with the best fashion to shut up them Newcastle fans. You talk too much, you talk too much, you talk too much, you talk too much, you talk too much. You talk, you like to talk, you like to talk. So, yeah, and let's do the full-time review. So, full-time, I say, first thing, I actually mention is the first goal, right? No, actually, I want to mention the manager before we start, right? I feel like, my humble opinion, there was some things that I'll be like, maybe here he could have changed, maybe this he could have changed, but I would like, maybe having Isak on kind of was like slowing down the tempo of the game. Maybe putting Gakpo in that striker position and then subbing on Munoz, make Munoz play right wing and Ingemore play on the left, and Gakpo as the striker. Maybe that could have gave us the attacking edge, because Gakpo was on form. But I'm not gonna really blame Isak as much, because the defense is locking him down. I'm not gonna say it's because Isak was not taking his chances, just because the defense was just all over him. That was literally the job. The job was, don't let Isak score. and they did it. That was a good job. But they forgot about the other 10 players. So what am I talking about? um, but yeah, but I feel like it's still the first game, so maybe there's gonna be some tactical changes after that. After the draw, not really gonna be like, oh my days, sack the manager doesn't know what he's doing. Neither am I gonna be like, oh, insanely optimistic. Yeah, before the season, I was like, oh, we're gonna win the league, we're gonna thrash Newcastle. Humbled immediately, but it's cool. It's cool. It's cool. You need some humbling in life in order to progress. Minor setback for a major comeback. You get me? Yeah, but still the first game of the season. I'm not gonna really say too much because you can't really make a prediction on how your season's gonna go with just one game. I mean, our first 5 games of the season were immaculate, and then we freaking got. We thought we were gonna win the league again, and far from it. So I feel like if we lock, I feel like Naja, not terrible. I would say not terrible. How now do we blame the intensity or the like how our team played? We played good, but we played good, but we lacked the finishing touch. We lacked the goal scoring, the hunger for the goals. Right? You could say that was Newcastle having a great defense, which is why I'm not gonna say Newcastle wasn't defending good, but I feel like also it. I feel like also we could have. I feel like we should have lost, but we could have won. If you get what I mean, like the way Newcastle was having us, right? They didn't allow us to go. They broke through our line like 16 times, like for the whole every chance they had, they broke through our lines. It was either Jacques, Araujo, Van Dyke, or Allison that just saved us, right? Like it was. They always found if they got past the defense, Allison saved us, or they missed. They always, or they just like no one was there to get any of the crosses, right? And defensively, they were just amazing. Like they were just on it defensively. They didn't allow us to break through. They were just standing there blocking our shots. So I'm not really gonna speak down on the defense, right? And yeah, so I would say necessarily we should have lost the game, but I feel like we could have won, in the sense of we just lost. We just don't have. But it's the fact that we don't have our attacking like that hang. It just feels like every time we like last season, every time we have the ball, we dominating. We dominating possession. We just there pushing a team back, but we just don't find that final pass, that final shot, that thing. It's like we just feel like we don't take our chances. Like for example, Gravenberch, right? Gravenberch should have shot, right? We all know Gravenberch had an open space. He should have just hit it. Maybe keeper catches it, right? Maybe keeper catches it. Maybe it's hard for the keeper. Keeper has to save it. He goes wide. He misses completely. Doesn't matter as long as he tried to test the keeper. He decided to try and make an unnecessary, square pass to Verts, intercepted easily and counter-attack goal, right? So I feel like it's right that we just lack that hunger of attacking. Yeah, I feel like the attacking style, that hunger for the goal. I feel like people can say that maybe it's the new. I don't think it's necessarily the new manager. I feel like the new manager can fix that. Like it's still the lack of confidence we still carry from when Anistot was at the helm, right? Because Anistot was at the helm, you could see our team was a shadow of ourselves, right? Confidence wasn't there. Every time we were attacking, it's like we didn't know what to do when we got there. It's like we had no tactic. It's like most of our goals was just based off of luck, realistically. Like anyone could have scored anyone could have gotten a goal. Like it was not it's not like when we got there. It was not because we got there because of tactics. Because we got there, we had a few passes. Somehow, one of the combinations worked. We got a goal. So it felt like more of like every goal we scored felt more of like luck rather than all my days. Some goals I would say yeah we worked through it, but I don't think it's necessarily for managerial tactics. I feel like it's because the players just combined well. But also I feel like most of the goals you scored were not from tactics. It's just because players combined well, and most of them were just God was on our side. But yeah, but yeah, I feel like the match good. Well done, Newcastle. You nearly scared me. You scared me. You nearly had us, but as long as Captain Shaw was in a Liverpool shirt, yeah, cooked game. Oh, Shaw was like, I love you so much, Captain Shaw, Captain Magnificent Shaw. Give him the Ballon d'Or, bro, huh? That's Shaw was like, man, but yeah, I think that's it. Oh, one thing I want to say is that we do need a winger in the sense of we don't have starting wingers, right? Okay, I feel like Ingamo is a great fit. We need not footy. We need a new signing of wingers. Now our wingers are good, but G Whitakers, gang. Sometimes you can see that our team doesn't have depth in our squad. I mean, we subbed on a kid that had a kid that we played in preseason. Like you could see that our team is thin in so many positions because we started Ingamoa. They were saying Ingamoa shouldn't have started, but in my humble opinion, who else could we have started? Right? We don't have any more wingers besides Ingamoa and Munoz, Gakpo. We're gonna start Chiesa, right? And actually I feel like it would have been smarter to start Chiesa, but again I don't think Areola trusts Chiesa as much since Chiesa didn't have as much playing time in the season. He doesn't think that he got it like that, and that's fair as a manager. And you can't base a player off of what the fans say, right, or what the fans feel. We all, as a fans, love Chiesa, right? We would understand. We want him to play every single match. I mean, when on his slot was at every single game we were like play Chiesa, play Chiesa, play Chiesa, play Chiesa or something. Like we were dying on that hill, right? And understandable, right? But as a manager, sometimes Chiesa, it has nothing. There's no proof that into the pudding. Like Chiesa, maybe something him on should have been an option. I feel like he could have something. I don't. It's Chiesa. Yeah, but I don't think was he on the bench. But I feel like subbing on could have been an option. But again, I think we wanted to sub on Munoz. But I feel like he could have subbed off Gakpo and put Chiesa as the striker, and then subbed off Ingamo and put on Munoz. But hey, man, the game's done, so can't complain. But I'll take the result. At least we got a point. We don't start off with a loss. We start off with somewhat an all right note, right? It's an all right. It's not a good or a bad note. It's an all right note. But yeah. Thank you guys for watching. Consistent will be back soon. I'll be as consistent. I'm planning some new stuff, some crazy stuff. So please stay tuned. If you guys like the video, like, subscribe, socials, and see you in the next one. Peace.